he had nothing to do with his daughter's disappearance. Here are the headlines at 5 today. Police have received more than 500 tips in this case. Also, there have been volunteers searching almost every inch of this city looking for this 8-year-old girl. And then there's this. The FBI has questioned Sandra Catu's father, and so did local police this morning. But it was very interesting how it happened. Watch as reporters this morning asked police if they knew where Sandra's dad was. The question this morning was, did Tracy police know where Sandra's father, Daniel, was?
Not at this point, no.
Turns out he was in an interrogation room at the police department being questioned, and had been for hours.
I didn't realize he'd been dropped off. The investigators, it wasn't anything they asked him to come by and do. He did voluntarily.
They questioned me about a bunch of things.
Daniel Catu lives in Mexico and came here to Tracy last weekend to help in the search for Sandra. This weekend he returned there, fueling questions. Did he take Sandra with him?
Don't believe everything you hear, especially from an unreliable source. That's about the wisest thing I'm going to tell you.
Catu says it's been a year since he's seen his daughter, and that he returned to Mexico this week to check on his family there and his job. When asked if he would take a lie detector test,
I could care less about, yes, I have no problems with any of it.
Police are investigating reports that Sandra may have been abducted or ran away.
There's no way she'd run away. This is a happy little girl. She's 8 years old. Where would she run away to?
Today, volunteers were literally running around handing out T-shirts, putting flyers on people's cars, all with pictures of little Sandra.
We're trying to get them out there on people's backs, on people's, we want people wearing these shirts. The more we can get printed, the more people we can get wearing them.
And back out here live, there was a report earlier today, reporters asking police, did authorities in Mexico actually search the home of Sandra's father? As we told you, he lived in Mexico. Police not confirming that, saying it could have happened, but that would have been up to Mexican authorities to do. But again, there are reports, a number of reports, Sam and Palace. It's frustrating, though, to people here in this community because police refuse, at least publicly, to narrow this down. Was she abducted? Did she run away? Please tell us more. Police simply are keeping this very close to the vest.
Well, David, they have to, in a lot of these cases, not say a lot because they can't tip their hand. But you bring up a good point. When they are questioning someone and then they say to the media, we don't know where he is, that calls into question their credibility as well.
Well, and it makes people wonder when you ask the police if you don't know where the dad is and turns out you do, what else are you telling us or not telling us that either is true or is not?
That goes directly to my point. Exactly, David. Good point, good report. Thank you very much.
A well-known name helped up the reward offered for the safe return of Sandra to $17,000.
Well, today, Sacramento bounty hunter Leonard Padilla offered $10,000.
I figure that if somebody has some information out there, they'll get it to me right away. A lot of times, individuals out in the public won't contact law enforcement, even though law enforcement has over 300 tips right now.
Padilla says the first week is crucial in a missing persons case. His reward money is only valid if Sandra is found before Sunday night. You can reach Padilla at 1-888-224-1077. The number's on the bottom of your screen.